Okay, here's a very obscure little issue here with the 1984 Corvette. It has to do with this is a factory service manual here, 1984 factory service manual, and it has to do with stalling, particularly at an idle and when you put it into gear. And it has to do with the torque converter clutch, electrical controls. One of the switches that controls this torque converter clutch is this brake switch or brake light switch. This is the replacement switch that I got at Napa. The original brake light switch made for the 1984 Corvette is no longer made. So this is what the factory service manual says about the TCC brake switch, and this is the same brake switch that controls the brake lights. And what happened with me is I had to replace this because I ended up having no brake lights. So the problem with adjusting the switch is, we'll try to read. The adjustment of the switch is important. If the switch is screwed in too far, the contacts that complete the circuit to the torque converter clutch will not open when the brakes are applied. This can cause the engine to stall at idle. You need to adjust this so that the plunger just contacts the brake lever when the brake pedal is released. So, well, I had some issues. I'll go out to the car. Okay, there's the brake. That's the brake switch. I'm pretty sure this goes to the torque converter clutch. The other plug over there on the other side is the brake lights. You can see that clip right there. It's a little rusty, but I was wrong. You actually do push this brake switch into that clip right there. You push your brake. You can see the plate, brake pedal plate. You press your brake pedal as far as you can. Push your clip through that. Push your brake switch through that clip as far as you can until you can't hear any more clicking. Then you release your brake pedal and pull back on it. Pull back on it until you don't hear any more clicking. I originally thought that was threaded and you threaded it into that clip, but actually you don't. You push it, and it will push through there. It was a little hard, but it will push in there. Once you pull back on your brake pedal, that sets that switch. But if it's pushed in too far, you're going to have stalling issues with the torque converter clutch. But yeah, the brake lights. So I'm going to assume right now that it's adjusted correctly so far.